26 wickets tumble on stunning day in Chelmsford. Hopes of Division 1 glory are slim for third place Lancashire and fourth placed Essex. They can catch Surrey and Hampshire at the top of the division, but it would take a very unexpected set of results over the next 2 weeks to emerge on top. Both want to keep those hopes alive after the penultimate week of fixtures. Wells and Jennings made a solid start for Lancs, 25 runs scored off 7 overs, but Essex would reply. Wells's defence is beaten, bowled by Snater for 15, which was swiftly followed by another wicket. Josh Bohannon's stay in the middle brief, LBW to Cook for 1. And with the score closing in on 50, Jennings 2 would go, outtaken by Dan Lawrence for a second of the morning for Snater. Essex were starting to take control of the match. Villas trapped in front by Harmer, back from international duty and back in the wickets. And he soon had another, Croft out, getting himself in a tangle and eventually nicking off. George Balderson would add 4 to the total, for he was Harmer's third victim. Trapped in front to leave Lancashire in a spot of bother, 83 for 6 at lunch. It wasn't going to get much better for them either. Bell out after lunch, bowled by Cook for 16. Lancashire found 3 figures, but it was tough going. Bailey with a 4 to push them past the 100. He'd soon lose his partner though, another for Harmer, Hartley taken by Lawrence for 13. And Williams followed, LBW to Cook for 1. Just 1 more wicket needed for Essex with the score just 110. Bailey took that as his cue, attacking Harmer to try and add some gloss to the total. And he'd pushed them to 131 when Parkinson fell. Harmer with yet another 5-wicket haul. Lancashire all out for a pretty sorry total. The return of Simon Harmer had come at the wrong time for Lancashire. They were unable to cope with the spin of the South African, who finished with 5 for 41. Bailey was their top scorer with 24. While they'd been on top with the ball, Essex wouldn't have the same dominance with the bat. Brown out 3 balls into the innings, LBW to Tom Bailey. And Tom Wesley followed 7 balls later, bowled by Williams for 3. They were only up to 26 when Bailey had his second. Lawrence, LBW for 7. Lancashire really fighting back here. Runs were in short supply on this Chelmsford wicket. Critchley the 14th to fall in 1.5 sessions when he edged Balderson to Hartley at third slip. Cushy and Cook managed to put a stop to the rot, and they carefully put together a partnership that would move Essex beyond 50. They were still there at tea, trailing now by 67. Cushy would fall after the break, bowled by Parkinson for 17. Rossington tried to stick with Cook, but they'd only make it to 77 before the keeper was out-caught by Beloff-Williams for 4. Harmer was the next looking to hang in there with the opener, but once again, Lancashire struck to leave Essex languishing. Cook out for 40, LBW to Bailey. There'd be no lower order theatrics from Snater this time, LBW to Hartley with the score 105. Harmer followed in the next over, LBW to Bailey. And Bailey sealed his 5 for a bit of a snorter to Porter. Evasive manoeuvres ineffective. The number 11 out-caught by Hartley. Essex all out for 107, 28 behind the visitors. The day had started with a 5 for 1 club legend, and Bailey had done exactly the same. Lancashire in the lead thanks to his exploits. A sorry showing from the hosts on a difficult surface. And Lancashire are on the back foot early. Wells out first ball. The delivery from Cook, one that would trouble any batter in cricket. What was about to transpire was one of the most bizarre and remarkable ends to a day the LV County Championship had ever seen. Jennings, LBW to Snater for 2. Croft followed to the next ball, another trapped in front. And 2 balls later, Villas was out. Pads wrapped, a duck to his name. Lancashire 4 for 4. Make that 5 for 5. Cook joined in the fun, but Hannon out caught behind. Another return of 0. Snater had a 4th a few balls later. Balderson bowled for 3. Somehow, Lancashire recovered. Bell and Hartley stemming the flow and clinging on through to the close. The score, 25 for 6. The lead, just 49. At this rate, this match will be over before lunch on day 2. Momentum has been tugged one way and then the other, but at the moment, it rests with Essex. The visitors need to find some defiance, and fast. But even a relatively small target could prove to be tricky on this surface.